Explaining about this for each type. For every iteration of the for loop, x will get one value from this collection and that will be added to the sum variable. So I'll do the demonstration. Java C for each Java, then Java for each. Leave a class name to this for each capital. You should give name on the class as capital. For each. Here, the value of x is being displayed for every iteration. Value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10. Then sum is displaying at the end. Summation is equal to 55 because sum of all the numbers from 1 to 10 is 55. So this was the special type of for. So explain the for each version. Syntax is different for that. One collection will be there and one iteration variable will be there. That iteration variable will get values from the collection for every iteration of the loop. And these are the jump statements which already you have seen: break, continue, and return. So break is used to exit a loop that is already known to us. That is, if you want to come out of a loop based on some condition, so we will use break statement. Break is used for two purposes: one, to come out of the loop; another one is to terminate the execution of the switch statement. Now, in this simple for loop, we have used a break here. So when the break will be, when the loop execution will be terminated, whenever the value of I reaches to 10. When the value of I reaches to 10, the execution of loop will be terminated. That's why in the output, what we are getting in the output only values from 0 to 9. Why? Because even though the loop is able to repeat for 100 times, we are getting only values from 0 to 9. Why? Because break causes the loop to be terminated. So I have the program, but no need to show the demonstration because very known fact. Whenever some condition reaches, break will cause the loop to be terminated. But here is another version of register. I will do a demonstration using break as a form of goto. Like how we have goto in C, we can make use of break for that purpose also. So some general syntax here is break label. That means whenever you use such statement in the program, the break will cause the control to be transferred outside the labeled block. The break will cause the control to be transferred outside the labeled block. So that is what is another usage of break. So I will take program directly for that. It will be much clearer with the program. So break one dot Java. So what basically the break causes? So here there are three different blocks we have used here. First block, second block, third block. Beginning of third block, end of third block. Beginning of second block, end of second block. Beginning of first block, end of first block. So three blocks we have. And whenever you use break as a form of goto, whenever you use break as a form of goto, what happens here is, so in this program, first this statement will be printed as it is. What is that? Before the break. Then we are checking the condition here. What is that condition? If t, what is the truth value of t? T is having true. So when this condition is true, break second. What is the meaning of break second? Here is break out of the second block. So break causes to go or to transfer the control out of the labeled block. Transfer the control out of the labeled block. So we have labeled three blocks here: third block, second block, and first block. So third block, beginning of the third block, end of the third block. Beginning of the second block and end of the second block. That means when you break second, the control will be transferred outside the second block. That is after the second block. So where second block is terminating, second block is ending here. That means this statement will not get executed. We are skipping this statement and directly the control will get transferred to this is after the second block. So basically why break is used? Break is used to transfer the control out of the labeled block. If you say break first, then immediately this statement will not also be not displayed. That means whatever label you give here, skip the portion of that block, then continue the next statement. So what output we are expecting here is, before the break, This will not be executed. This will not be executed. Then after the second block, before the break, after the second block, only these two statements will get executed. Java C break one dot Java break one. Right? Before the break, this will be executed as it is. Then this is after the second block. This is after the second block. These two statements are not getting executed. So why these two statements will not execute? Because we are moving out of the second block. Second block is starting here and second block is ending here. That means control is directly transferring outside this second block. So outside the second block, we have only one statement. So this will be printed. So that is another usage of break statement to come out of the labeled block. Two usages of break statement. So continue as it is studied in C. Suppose early iteration of the for loop. That means during the execution of the loop, if you want to stop certain portion of the loop and continue again with the iteration, what break will do? Break will stop the execution of the loop completely, whereas continue will suspend the execution of the loop and go again for the next iteration. That means if this condition is true, then continue means this statement will not be executed. Whatever remaining statements are there, skip those statements, go back again to the condition incrementing portion. That is what is continue. What continue says, we might want to continue running the loop, but stop processing the remainder of the code. We don't want to break, but we want to continue the loop, but I don't want to execute this statement. When you don't want to execute this statement, when this condition is true, that means this, when you trace out this, you will get this output because I am skipping the part of the loop. We are not terminating the part of the loop. When you use break, you will be completely terminating execution of the loop. But when you continue, what happens? The remaining part will be skipped and again control will be transferred to the next statement. The next control statement here is return. So as you know, return will simply cause the control to be transferred back to the caller. I'll take one example program for return. Return.java. So what is happening there is, whenever the condition is true, simply return. So what we have doing this program, assign a truth value true to t, then this statement will be printed as is. Then if t, then return. I think this statement will not be executed. Why? Because we are directly returning here to the caller. Java C. Return.java. The name is changed. Capital R is there. For the bytecode, it should be capital R. Right? What it is before the return. Only this statement is getting printed before the return. Not this statement will not be executed. These were the control statement, and this is end of your second module. This is end of your second module. So coming back to the syllabus, operators was covered yesterday. Control statements will complete to the that is 2/4/2020. So I will highlight this part as covered. The two modules have been completed. I'll be starting with this tomorrow because we have another class now. I'll be starting with this tomorrow. Any suggestions, any questions you have, you can ask because I have given permission, I think, to unmute yourself. Anyone wants to speak?
What about the test you said in
Yes. Shall I stop the meeting? If you have any issues, you can ask. Any questions? Naveen, he is having something. Yes. Yes, Naveen.
So you said at the evening you'll have some test at Google
Yes,
Classroom.
yes. So that test I'll be framing the question. Listen here, all of you. I'll be framing the objective type question or whatever. Some questions I'll be framing in the Google Classroom. You need to answer to those questions and probably will be able to reply in the same platform itself. So I'll be conducting test on whatever I have covered in these days. Some questions will be easy questions will be framed to you just to test your learning ability. Then you have to reply in the same classroom itself. There is an option to write answers and submit there itself. So you no need to write with pen and paper. So I will be giving questions on that Google Classroom itself. So test will be based on that only. Probably descriptive type will, even if descriptive types are there, you can type there. I'll be giving combination of both. Any other questions? Any more questions? Okay, then I'll terminate the meeting. Thank you.